Good morning, class. It is that time again to review for a chapter test. We are now reviewing for chapter 6, math test. You should have completed this study guide on Friday. In your book, it was page 357, 358, 359, 360, 361, and 362. So you should have 6 pages that you completed on Friday. So you need to go grab those so you're ready to make corrections as we work through this together. All right, here we go. For numbers 1a through 1d, select true or false for each equation. 3 divided by 1 equals 1. No. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. So 3 divided by 1 is actually 3, so I know this is false. Okay. Number 2, 0 divided by 4 equals 0. If I start with 0, it doesn't matter how many groups I want to try to put it in. I don't have anything to put in groups. So 0 divided by any number equals 0. I started with 0 cookies. I ended with 0 cookies. 7 divided by 7 equals 1. Well, any number divided by itself equals 1. If I have 7 cookies and I share them equally with 7 friends, then each friend gets 1 cookie. So that is true. 6 divided by 1 equals 6. Let's revert back to the first problem. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. So 6 divided by 1 equals 6. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. Okay. Elizabeth has 12 horses on her farm. She puts an equal number of horses in each of 3 pens. How many horses are in each pen? Circle a number that makes the sentence true. There are blank horses in each pen. Okay, so she has 12 horses. She puts an equal number, so I have 12 horses total, right? I'm dividing them equally into 3 pens. Okay. So I need to find out what 12 divided by 3 is. If you want to go backwards, you could say, what times 3 equals 12? Well, that would be 4. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So there are 4 horses in each pen. Chris plants 25 pumpkin seeds in 5 equal rows. How many seeds does Chris plant in each row? Make an array to represent the problem, then solve the problem. Okay. Well, they have these nice boxes here for us, so that makes it easy. So I'm going to make an array. Easy. So I know that I have 25 total. Okay, and I'm putting them into 5 equal rows. So I need to start off by drawing my 5 rows. So for my array, I'm just going to X out the boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 equal rows. Now, I don't know how many is going to be in each row. So I'm just going to keep adding 1 to each row until I reach 25. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let me grab a different color. So I now have an array that is 5 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows of 5, which means 25 divided by 5 is 5, based on the multiplication facts that we know. And fact families, we know that that's true. So how many does he plant in each row? 5 seeds. Okay, flip it over. Becca spent 24 minutes walking around a track. It took her 3 minutes to walk each time around the track. How many times did Becca walk around the track? Okay, so we're going to use this picture to help us solve this problem. So I have 24 total minutes divided by 3 equals, okay. Well, how many dots do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's 4 times 6, kids? Well, I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. So I know that I already have 24 dots here to represent my 24 minutes. So I want to circle my minutes in groups of 3 so that I can figure out how many groups of 3 I can make, right? Because it took 3 minutes each time. So we're going to start circling groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I was able to make equal groups by circling groups of 3 to model the problem, which is what it says right here. Make equal groups to model the problem. Then explain how you solve the problem. Okay, well, I circled groups of 3 and then counted the number of groups. I circled groups of 3, then counted the number of groups. And what's our answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times is the answer, and I'm going to circle it so they can find my answer because I'm a good mathematician. So my answer is 8 times. Okay, if you wanted to write out the whole number sentence for this, you could say 24 divided by 3 equals 8 times. That also works. Okay. There are 7 cars in an amusement park. There are 42 people in the cars. An equal number of people ride in each car. How many people ride in one car? Okay, so this is our bar model, or I like to call it the candy bar model. And you know, this number here is your total number. That's always your total number. It goes from here all the way down to here. So I have the total number of people. And I know that there's 7 cars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each box represents one of the cars. So I need to figure out if I have 42 people and I divide them equally into 7 cars, how many are in each car? Okay, well, let's use our knowledge of our multiplication facts and our fact families. What times 7 equals 42? 6. If you don't remember your 6's or your 7's, then you'll need to draw a picture to work out this problem. But you should have that memorized by now. Select the equations that the array represents. Mark all that apply. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is label my array. So I've got 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 rows of 5. So this could be 3 times 5, for sure. Could it be 2 times what equals 12? No, because this is a total of 15. Could it be what divided by 3 equals 5? Yes. If you were trying to solve a division problem, you could do that. What about 5 times what equals 15? Yes. What about 12 divided by 3 equals box? No, this has nothing to do with 12. 15 divided by 5 equals box? Yes. Okay, now, if you haven't realized it yet, you just did fact families. So let's write the problem out for this. 3 rows of 5 equals 15. And what if I told you, go ahead and write all the rest of the number sentences out you can with this fact family? Well, 5 times 3 equals 15. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. And 15 divided by 3 equals 5. This is why you learned fact families. You know these are all the equations that you can solve and create with these family members from this array. And guess what? Those are your answers. All right, grab your next page. Number 7. Let me get a drink. Eduardo visited his cousin for 28 days over the summer. There are 7 days in each week. How long in weeks was Eduardo's visit? Draw jumps on the number line to model the problem. Okay. Well, first of all, the number line is already numbered all the way to 28, which is the total number of days that he was there. Yeah? But there's 7 days in a week, and they want to know how many weeks. So I am doing 28 divided by 7 equals what? Okay. And if I wanted to go backwards, I would say blank jumps of 7 equal 28. Well, how many jumps of 7? Well, let's jump by 7 and find out. So 4, 5, 6, 7, I draw a dot here and do my first jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, jump. Now, how many jumps of 7 was I able to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps of 7 equal 28. Write a division equation to represent this model. Well, we just go backwards right here. 28 divided by 7 equals 4. So 4 weeks. A workbook is 64 pages long. If each chapter is 8 pages long, how many chapters are there? So I've got a total number of 64, that's what I start with, divided by 8 pages equals how many chapters? Well, the first thing that you want to ask yourself is what times 8 equals 64? And we should know that because we did 8s last week. What is it? What times 8 equals 64? 8. Good. So there's 8 chapters. Number 9. There are 56 apples packed in 7 baskets with the same number of apples in each basket. How many apples are in each basket? For numbers 9a through 9d, choose yes or no to tell whether the equation represents the problem. So let's write our equation. I've got 56 total, and they're packed into 7 baskets. How many in each? Okay. What else can we write with this? Well, we could say 56 divided by blank equals 7. We could say what times 7 equals 56, or we could say 7 times what equals 56? This, my friends, is the fact family. Write out your fact family, then you can find your answer. 56 plus 7 equals square. Is that over here? No. 7 times what equals 56? Is that over here? Yes. 56 divided by blank equals 8. 56 divided by blank equals 7. 56 divided by 7 equals blank. What is 56? So what times 7 equals 56? Who is our missing family member? 8. 8 is our missing family member. So now do you see this problem over there? It's right there. So yes. What about 56 minus blank equals 8? No. No, ma'am. Write out those fact families. They will help you. Stefan has 24 photos to display on some posters. Select a way that he could display all of the photos in equal groups on the posters. Mark all that apply. Okay, so here we go. First thing that I want to ask you is I want you to take the number 24 and I want you to write as many multiplication problems as you can think of that go into 24. I'll start. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, and then the backwards of all of those. So 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 8 times 3, 6 times 4. Did I miss any? Nope. Okay. Now we have those written out. Let's solve this problem. 6 photos on each of 4 posters. 6 times 4. Yes. 7 photos on each of 3 posters. No. 7 times 3 is 21. Negative. 4 photos on each of 6 posters. 4 times 6. Boom. Yes. Equals 24. 5 photos on each of 5 posters. Negative. 5 times 5 equals 25. 3 photos on each of 8 posters. 3 sets of 8. Yes. 7 photos on each of 4 posters. No. 7 times 4 is 28. So you should have had A, C, and E. All right, flip it over. Let's keep going. Debbie made this array to model a division equation. Which equation could Debbie have modeled? Mark all that apply. Oh, okay. Well, let's label it first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 rows of 7. You know what time it is? Yes, it's fact family time. So 4 rows of 7. 4 times 7 equals 28. So I have fact family members 4, 7, and 28. Let's write all the problems we can. Here we go. 4 times 7 equals 28. 7 times 4 equals 28. 28 divided by 7 equals 4. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Now, does this fit that? No. Is this in this fact family? Yes. Is this in the fact family? Yes. Is this in this fact family? No. There you go. Mrs. Edwards knitted some gloves. Each glove had 5 fingers. She knitted a total of 40 fingers. How many gloves did Mrs. Edwards knit? Well, she started with 40 fingers. That's our big number. 40 fingers. She divided them into 5 fingers on each hand to make how many gloves? Okay. So what are we going to do here? So I've got 40 fingers and I have 5 and 5. Okay, so if there's 5 in each, that's 10, right? Well, what times 5 equals 40? 8. Good. This bar needs to be bigger because how are you supposed to fit 8 boxes in here? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, oops, 40. It's not a very good candy bar model because the boxes aren't all the same size. So I don't really like that one. But we're going to go off of our number sentence, 8. Select a number to complete each equation. 7 divided by 7. Any number divided by itself equals 1. If you have 7 cookies and 7 friends, you each get 1 cookie. 7 divided by 1 equals 7. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. 0 divided by 7 equals 0. If you started with 0, you end with 0. You didn't get any more anywhere. Nobody gave you any more. The coach separated the 18 players at lacrosse practice into 3 equal groups. How many players in each group? All right, we had 18 kiddos. We divided them into 3 equal groups. Let's find this answer. What times 3 equals 18? 6. Good. So 6 players. All right, we're rocking and rolling. Grab that last page. Here we go. Number 15. Write a division equation to represent the repeated subtraction. The first thing you're going to do is find the biggest number. There's your biggest number. Okay, so that's 32 divided by, this is how we start. Okay. What are we subtracting? Over and over and over again. 8, 8, 8, 8. So 32 divided by 8. And how many 8s were we able to take away before we got to 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 32 divided by 8 equals 4. Write related addition, or sorry, not addition. Write related facts for the array. Explain why there are not more related facts. Okay, sure. First thing you do with an array is you label it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom. So for this array, I know 6 times 6 equals 36. Okay, and what related fact could we write? Well, we can write the inverse equation of 36 divided by 6 equals 6. Now, this fact family only has 2 members, not 3. Well, it has 3 members, but 2 are twins, right? They're the same, 6, 6, and 36. So when you have twins, or 2 numbers that are the same, you can only create 2 problems, correct? Okay, so when 2 factors are the same, like we like to call twins, okay, there are only 2 equations. All right. Darius bakes 18 muffins for his friends. He gives each of his friends an equal number of muffins and has none left over. Draw a picture to show how Darius divided the muffins and complete the sentence. Okay, so I've got 18 muffins. What goes into 18? Okay, hold on. Let's check it on the side, friends. Well, I know that 1 times 18 equals 18. 2 times 9 equals 18. What else? What else? 3 times 6 equals 18. And then obviously the opposite of all that. So it could be 18 times 1. It could be 9 times 2. And it could be 6 times 3. Okay, so any of these combinations. So you could say that Darius, so any of these answers would work. You could say that Darius has one friend and he gave him 18 muffins. You could say Darius has 2 friends and he gave each of them 9 muffins. You could say Darius has 3 friends and he gave each of them 6 muffins. On the flip side, you could say Darius has 18 friends and he gave them each 1 muffin. You could say Darius has 9 friends and he gave them each 2 muffins. Or you could say that Darius has 6 friends and he gave them each 3 muffins. So let's assume that Darius has 9 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he gave each of them 2 muffins. Then there's my picture to represent that. So Darius gave muffins to 9 friends. I don't know why the line's so long. That's weird. I don't know why the line is so long. So could Darius have given 4 of his friends an equal number of muffins and have none left over? Well, is 4 a factor that goes into 18? No, it is not. So if he had 4 friends and he gave them each an equal amount of muffins, he's going to have muffins left over. So no, because 4 is not a factor of 18. Or you could say 18 cannot be divided into 4 equal groups. All right, last page, friends. Circle numbers to complete the related facts. Okay. What times 8 equals 72? These are your 9's factor. We're doing them this week. 9 times 8 equals 72. So the inverse would be 72 divided by 9 equals 8. Okay. Use the numbers to write related multiplication and division facts. Okay, so this is our fact family. Okay. So we're going to take these family members and we're going to show all the equations that they make. So let's start with multiplication. 9 times 5 equals 45. 5 times 9 equals 45. Now we can do the division. 45 divided by 9 equals 5. 45 divided by 5 equals 9. And that's it. Last question, friends. Tyrone took 16 pennies from his bank and put them in 4 equal stacks. How many pennies did Tyrone put in each stack? Show your work. So he had 16 pennies, divided them into 4. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many pennies went in each stack? 4 pennies. Because 16 divided by 4 is 4. All right, kiddos, I hope you paused the video and made corrections where you need to. Tomorrow you will take your Chapter 6 math test. If you have any questions, send me a message. Bye.